Jake's water bill is $24.80 per month plus $2.20 per CCF, 100 cubic feet of water. What is the maximum number of CCF Jake can use if he wants his bill to be no more than $60? Can you identify the unknown? That's the first. Okay, you want to read the problem, right? Obviously, well, duh. You got to, in order to do the problem, you got to read it, right? But in order to understand what you've read, you need to name your unknown. Unless you can draw a picture. If you draw a picture and name and like label your unknown, that counts. But there's no real picture to draw here. So let's let x equal something. What could x equal here? It tells you in the problem. So yeah, the amount or number of CCF, right? Yeah. So the I'll just put the number of CCF. You could use the number symbol if you want. Number of CCF, which stands for 100 cubic feet, the amount of cubic feet of water that he uses. So let x equal the number of CCF that Jake uses. Okay, so then what's the key phrase here that you can translate to an inequality? Let's see, maximum number of CCF Jake can use. So is that going to translate to less than or equal to, greater than or equal to? Less than or equal to? So I agree, this problem uses a less than or equal to. What is the built-in cost, no matter what? No, he has to pay $24.80 even if he uses no water, right? So we got to take that into consideration. So the $24.80, automatic. So let me set it up this way. Cost is equal to, okay, there's going to be a $24.80 in there no matter what. So I'm just going to write it down so I don't forget it. And then I got to add that to what? How do we use the unknown x to compute the number of cubic feet that he uses? Well, okay, x is the number of cubic feet, but to use that to figure out how much he's going to be charged for the number of cubic feet that he uses. So it cost him $2.20 per 100 cubic feet, right, per CCF. So just like the last problem, we're going to multiply, aren't we? So we're going to go 220 x. So let's make sure that's clear to you. That's going to be the cost of x CCF. Is that clear? Because it costs 220 per. So that's a cost equation, right? I mean, it's not quite what we're after, but if you had an x value and you filled it in, you'd get how much you'd have to pay, or Jake would have to pay, right? So what does that cost have to be less than or equal to? So the cost is less than or equal to 60. So couldn't we set this guy less than or equal to 60? Okay. So I'm going to turn it around and make it 220x plus 2480. I just switched the addition around, same thing, 24.8 is less than or equal to 60. All right, so help me out here. So we need to isolate 220x, which is really 2.2x. So we're going to subtract 2480 from both sides. And what does that turn out to be? What do you get? 35.2. And then what do we do at this point? 2.2x. So to get rid of the 2.2, we divide it, balance it out, do it to both sides. So what do we get? Oh, nice. X is less than or equal to 16 what? CCF. So by the way, that's a good reason right there. A couple of you shouted out the wrong units, right? That's a good reason to write down what the heck X is in at the beginning, and then you can double check, right? to check yourself. So, oh yeah, X is in CCF, so it's got to be less than or equal to 16 CCF. So how would you summarize in a complete sentence what this is saying? So Jake, I'll start you out. Jake must use what?
No more than.
Okay, I like that. No more than 16 CCF in order that his bill be no more than 60, right?